All right, so get ready because today we are diving deep, and I mean really deep, into just one sentence.
Just one sentence.
You heard right, just one sentence, that iconic opening line from Jane Austen's Pride and Prejudice.
Oh, I see where we're going with this. This is going to be good.
We're going to unpack how this one line, this one sentence, sets the stage for the entire story and why it still resonates with readers even centuries later.
It's amazing how much you can glean from a single sentence, like a window into an entire world of social dynamics and cultural values.
Exactly. And with an author like Austen, you know there's a lot more beneath the surface. So to refresh our memories, how does that sentence go again?
Well, it goes, "It is a truth, universally acknowledged, that a single man in possession of a good fortune must be in want of a wife."
Must be in want of a wife. It sounds so formal, so assertive, like it's stating a fact. But is it really a universally acknowledged truth?
That's the brilliance of Austen's writing. She uses irony right from the first line to make us question these societal expectations. Because, let's be honest, it's not Austen herself making this grand statement. It's the voice of the society she's depicting.
Oh, I see what you mean. It's like we can practically hear the whispers in those elegant drawing rooms, can't we? The speculation, the matchmaking mamas.
Precisely. You can practically hear them saying, "A single man with a fortune. Oh, he must be snatched up at once." And the way Austen phrases it, she immediately highlights an obsession with marriage, especially for women in that era.
It wasn't exactly about finding true love, was it? More like a matter of social standing and economic security.
Exactly. And Austen doesn't shy away from that, does she? Notice how that sentence zeroes right in on the good fortune part. She's laying bare the economic realities of marriage in her time. For women, it wasn't just about love, it was about survival.
A good marriage, meaning one with financial stability, was basically the only path to any sort of independence for women back then.
Exactly. And without a good marriage, women faced very limited prospects. They might end up as spinsters, dependent on their relatives, with very few ways to support themselves.
Wow, it really puts a different spin on things, doesn't it? It's like suddenly Mrs. Bennet's frantic husband hunting for her daughters makes a lot more sense.
Exactly. And this is where Austen's genius for social commentary really shines through. Because she's not just telling us about these pressures, she's showing us how they shape people's choices, their desires, even their personalities.
And that's what makes her character so relatable, even today, right? They're trying to navigate these societal expectations just like we are, in our own way.
Right. Think about Elizabeth Bennet, for instance. She's witty, she's independent, and she refuses to be defined solely by her marital status.
Which was pretty revolutionary for the time, right? To value your own intelligence and judgment above simply securing a good marriage.
Absolutely. And that's what makes Elizabeth such an enduring character. She challenges those societal norms, and in doing so, she inspires us to do the same.
It really makes you wonder, what would an opening line like that look like if it were written today? The times have definitely changed, haven't they?
Absolutely. It's a whole different world out there now. If Austen were writing today, her opening line might involve things like dating apps, student loan debt, maybe even a good dose of social media pressure.
Oh, I can totally see that. Instead of a single man in possession of a good fortune, it might be a verified single with a blue check mark and a solid investment portfolio or something like that.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But even though the specifics might be different, don't you think the core questions would still be the same?
Totally. I mean, what does society expect of us? How do we navigate those expectations? And what happens when we challenge them? Those are timeless human dilemmas, aren't they?
Exactly. And that's why Austen's work continues to resonate with readers centuries later. It's not just about the romance or the witty banter. It's about these fundamental questions of identity, societal pressure, and individual choice.
It's incredible, isn't it, how one sentence, just one sentence, can spark so much discussion and reflection, even after all these years. It really speaks to Austen's genius as a writer.
Absolutely. And it reminds us that even though times change, people, at their core, well, they stay remarkably similar.
So, to all our listeners out there, we'd love to hear from you. If you could rewrite Austen's opening line for the 21st century, what would it be? What truth would you highlight? Head over to our website and let us know.